Pacers, their organization, Rick, his staff, and all their players. They played a great series, so congratulations to them.
Coach, obviously you were at a disadvantage, shorthanded, but you were never able to find your defensive footing today. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, we started slow, and they're a good offensive team. We made a run. I thought the end of the second we played pretty good. We got some activity going. Then we made a run in the third, and then we fell short. We just, I thought guys gave everything they had, and that's all you could ask. And so it was a battle all year, and there was nothing left to give at the end.
Do you know when Jalen broke his hand?
I don't know exactly.
How tough is it for his season to end like that?
Yeah, just, it's unfortunate. You hate to see all the injuries, and, Josh and OG just to try to give us whatever they had, it says a lot about them. And then, it was hit after hit. That's part of it. And the guys responded all year long. So, I'm disappointed in the sense that we're not going to play anymore. But I thought they were a great group to be around, and they gave everything they had.
Obviously, when you look at the players that have been hurt, do you look at this as a success, even though you guys lost tonight, that you guys were able to fight and get this far?
Yeah, the thing that you, as a coach, you always measure, okay, what does the group have, and are we getting everything out of the group? And the only thing you could ask for is everyone puts forth their best effort. And we got that all year from these guys. So, and I think what goes along with that is peace of mind and knowing that you did your best. And so that's all you could ask for. And a lot of teams, I think, would have folded. They didn't. Like, we took the hit with Mitch, and then, then you add in Julius and OG, your starting front line, and then Bogey goes out. So that and it was hit after hit, but these guys never folded. They kept fighting. And so that's all you could ask for.
I'm sorry, what did you see with OG? He started the game, hit his first 2 threes, and never came back in.
Yeah, just the way he was moving. I didn't want to risk it. It's just, I thought, like he just the lift from him hitting the shots, and then I didn't feel like he was moving well, and didn't make sense.
John, what was?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was worth the risk. I don't want to take a chance. I love OG, so if it, I talked to medical, and we knew it was going to be. We didn't know what it was going to be until he got out there, and so he gave us everything he had, and that's all you can ask for.
Even through some defense, Pacers shot 76% for a second. A lot of the Arizona just returning to them, just having some really elite shot making.
Yeah, they made shots that, they're a very good offensive team. You got to challenge their shots, and we probably, didn't challenge them as well as we should have, So, but, when you're shorthanded, like we know we have to play with great intensity all the time to give ourselves a chance to win. And so I think, if you fall short of that, and sometimes the ball goes in and yours doesn't. But I thought for the most part we fought all year. And then to come back in the third quarter and make a run again, and then, we fell short. And that's when, Jalen, I knew when he went out in the third, I knew something, was awry.
Tom, what was the process in getting OG actually cleared? And
that's all medical, so that he's got to go through the protocol with them, and then if they clear him, and then he feels, like I talked to him at length yesterday, and he wanted to give it a shot, and so in medical thought he could, so, and then we didn't know what it would look like until he got out there.
Coach, you've coached a lot of seasons.
Yeah.
The season, except for one team, always ends with a loss.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this year's team compared to all the other teams you have? What's going to stand out for you?
Yeah, just, like I said, knowing that they gave best effort all year long, I could live with the result. It's disappointing. In the end, there's going to only be one happy team. Everyone falls short. 29 teams will fall short. So if you've given everything that you have, you can live with whatever the result is. There's no regret. And so this team fought like crazy. I think in many ways they exceeded everyone's expectations, except probably our own. We wanted to keep going, you know. So we always had the belief that we had enough, whoever was in there. So.
Tom, I know it's hard when a season ends like this, but can you talk about just what Jalen did this year? I mean, he was the only starter left but by the end of the year, from the beginning of the year, and what he went through.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a testament to who he is, too, because when you look at his season last year, it was remarkable. And then his playoff run last year was remarkable. And then to take the step this year that he's taken, it says, you know, a lot about who he is, and he's never satisfied. He always wants to do better. He always, you know, and that's what I love about him. I love his mentality, and, you know, and I think it permeates the team. It's, you know, like when you see someone with that approach and the fact that, you know, he cares so much about his teammates. He's a great leader. What Josh gave us, you know, and it's in, you know, it's hard to measure Josh just because of all the intangibles, and I thought Dante had a terrific season, and then Deuce, the way he stepped up, and I think he's found his footing, and he had a terrific season as well. But we had a lot of guys step up. Isaiah really had a monster season for us as well. Jericho gave us really good minutes. Precious gave us good minutes, and so you don't want to see the injuries that we had, but that's part of it. But then oftentimes what comes from that is the opportunity for other guys to get in there and get something done. And that's what I was proud of, is there was no excuse making. It was let's just find a way to win.
Coach, you talked about cutting the lead to 7 in the third quarter. Then you had 3 straight turnovers.
Yeah.
What did you see in that action? You have more pressure.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. It's our margin of error is really tight, you know, and so the defense, the rebounding, and the low turnovers, and obviously our defense wasn't there. The rebounding we fell short. The turnovers, you know, were low, but we had the costly ones in the third quarter. We had a small window to maybe, you know, crawl back into it, 7, and then you have 2 bad possessions, and that changes things. The same thing happened in Indiana, and, you know, it was 5 in the third quarter, and we had, you know, 2 loose balls that turned into 2 threes for them. So, you know, sometimes that's the way it goes.
A couple more. To the summer and the next season, what does this team need to take the next step?
Yeah, and, you know, it's hard to say like right now because, you know, like it's raw and you haven't had a chance to dig into everything, and so we'll get a chance to do that, and then to sit down and we have draft picks, you know, there's free agency, there's all that stuff, but also to dig into our team and lock into like how we can get better and make another step. And so there's the internal development, then there's the draft, which you always can add talent there, and then free agency and the trade. So we'll dig in deep, but usually what we try to do is, you know, take a couple of weeks just to recharge, and then do the deep dive, and then figure the plan out.
With so many guys missing, would you like to see a chance to see this group come back?
Well, I love the group. Yeah, you couldn't, as a coach, you couldn't ask for a better group. So, you know, yeah.
Last one. You're entering the last year of your contract next year. You could be under conversations for an extension. Is that something
you know, that's something that you know, that my agent will take care of. You know, the Knicks have been great to me, so, you know, this is where I want to be.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.